All right, everybody, welcome to the 2026 Wisconsin VEX Robotics State Championship. There we go. That's what I like to hear. All right, we are going to start with our middle school state competitors. Coming to us from the North Fond du Lac Robotics teams, the 1032 organization. Coming to us from the Skills Challenge, 1032M Flying Flapjacks. 1032N Technological Design Award. From the Skills List, 1032Z Mac Attack. From the Myra 1570M Lion's Main Attraction. From St. Nicholas Catholic School in Freedom 482A Rocket Robots. From Team Green, from Lena, and I'm sorry, 1570M qualified on the Excellence Award, Tournament Champion and Innovate. 48A Team Green qualifying from Tournament Championship. We have 27995M who will be here tomorrow, and we have 44036A, the Aluminum Acorn from Winnicott with the Tournament Championship. Coming to us from their skills ranking, 44036B, Human Robot Champions, also from Winnicott. 44036C, Robot from Winnicott. And these also from the skills ranking, 44036D, Last Circuit from Winnicott. 44036E, High VEX Expectations with Excellence Award, Tournament Champion, and two-time Skills Champion. From Fall River, coming to us from the Skills Challenge, 53932B, Air 404, Pirates Not Found. From TJ Walker Middle School in Sturgeon Bay, 66083A, Viva La Clanker, from the Skills Challenge. And 66083B, Jurassic Park, also qualified via the Skills Challenge. From Milton Middle School, we have 97514A, Revenge of the Nerds. Coming to us from the Skills Challenge. And rounding out our tournament, 99856C, Cyclone from Greendale Robotics in Greendale, qualifying via the Skills Challenge. And now our high school competitors. Starting off with from Manassas High School, qualifying with Excellence Award and a Tournament Champion Award, 526C, Zippin' Pippin. Four-time Tournament Champions, two-time Design Award winner, two-time Skills Champs. We have 1200B, Yeti from St. Mary Catholic Schools in Neenah. Also from St. Mary's with an Innovate Award, 1200D, Supercharged. I think I missed 1200C. 1200C, they qualified with the award, and they are the big dogs. My eyes are getting worse, I tell you. We have 1200E, the Terminators from St. Mary High School, and they qualified via the Skills Challenge. We have three teams from Myra High School, starting with 1570P Lions Peanut Butter, qualified with two Design Awards. We have 1570R Lions Roll Pride with a tournament finalist and a Robot Skills Champion Award. And 1570S Lions Scotcheroo with two-time Innovate Award winners. Three teams from Wrightstown High School, starting with 1798 Bacon Bits and 1790B Bacon Bites. And as I always like to say, following the logical progression, 1790C Bacon Kilobytes, all of our Wrightstown teams qualified via the skills rankings. From the Fond du Lac area robotics team, Excellence Award winner, three-time tournament champions, and two-time tournament finalists, 2083Z Axis. From West High in Wausau, 3636E, Years of Confusion with the tournament finalist qualification. From Freedom Titans Robotics team, we have 4082X Freedom Titans. They qualified with a tournament finalist award, and they are one half of the defending state championship alliance. Slide along there. There we go. All right. From Berlin High School, we have with one-time tournament champion and one-time tournament finalist awards, 4869C, birthday boy. They did not make it. Birthday boy, where'd you go? We'll sing to you later. All right, we have three teams coming us from Fox Valley Lutheran High School, starting with 5062E Steel Fox, two-time Design Award winners and one-time tournament finalists. Qualifying via the skills rankings 5062V Vulpes from FPL also. And rounding out our FPL team 5062Z Zenith, also qualifying via the skills rankings. From Valley Homeschoolers, they are five-time tournament champions, two-time Design Award winners, one-time Innovative Award winners, one-time Robot Skills champions, and two-time tournament finalists. They are 550 VHS Excelsior. If that wasn't a mouthful, here we go. Coming to us from Nina High School, we have six-time Excellence Award winners, four-time tournament champions, eight-time Robot Skills champions, three-time tournament finalists, and also Excellent Award winners at the Northeast Wisconsin Signature event. They are already qualified for the World Championship. 6219B Rock'em Soccer Robot. Taking a breath from that, all right. We have also coming to us from Nina High School, 6219D Dynamic Delinquents, qualifying via their skills rankings. Following them, 6219H Risky Business, also qualifying from the skills rankings. By the way, anybody got these wrong, you may make fun of me later. We have 6219W Tyrannosaurus Vex from Nina High School. They qualify via a Tournament Championship Award and Design Award. A one-time Excellence Award winner, two-time Tournament Champion, one-time Skills Champion, and one-time Tournament finalist. They are 6219X Charging. And finally, from our Nina team, 6219Z Sub-Zero, two-time Tournament Champions and one-time Tournament finalist. From Somerset High School, we have 9144C, Somerset Vitamin C, three-time tournament champion and one-time tournament finalist. From Winneconne High School, we have 13650A, Mean Machine V2 with a Build Award, qualifying them for this state championship. Qualifying from the skills rankings 13650C N squared, also from Winneconne High School. From Milton High School, one-time tournament finalist award winner, 22579E Croissant. Our two teams from Marshfield joining us tomorrow, 27905F Fate and 27905G Gubernators. Coming to us from Shoreland High School, we have three teams, 531718 The Flaming Dutchmen, qualifying via the skills rankings. We have 53171M, the Nerds of the Round Table, also from the skills rankings. And one more from our skills challenge, 53171N, Nocturne. From Lake Mills, Lakeside Lutheran High School, 53551W Resilience, qualifying via their skills ranking. Two teams from Denmark High School qualified via the skills rankings first. 54208A Loki and 54208C. I always qualify this. This is the Norse god Hell. Because I would not say bad words on my microphone. Coming to us from Westby High School and Westby, they are Excellence Award winner, one-time, three-time tournament champions, and two-time skill champs. 54677A Norse Force. Three teams from Oberstrom High School qualifying via the skills rankings. First, we have 54770A Apex, 54770B Blue Cold Chili Peppers, And 54770C, the Clankers. We have four teams joining us from Rice Lake High School in Rice Lake. First of all, one-time Excellence Award winner, one-time tournament champion, one-time Design Award winner, and one-time tournament finalist, 84443C Spirit. And another one-time Excellence Award winner, also one-time tournament champion, one-time Robot Skills champion, and one-time Design Award winner, 84443F Ingenuity. Qualifying from the skills ranking, we have 84443K Kraken. And rounding out our Rice Lake teams, one-time tournament finalist award winner, 84443M Artemis. And our last organization here at the high school tournament is from Greendale Robotics, 99856A Alien. 99856N Neptune. And 99856S Storm. All of our Greendale team qualifying via their skills ranking over the course of the entire season. Congratulations to all of our teams for making it to the state championship. All right, could our attendees please rise if you are able. Gentlemen, remove your hats, and we will be playing our national anthem. Flags will be displayed on our video boards. All right, middle school. We'll try that again. All right, there goes the mic. Middle school state championship. We are ready here for qualification match number 1, or we're getting ready. We're working on some technology here. Again, our referee's here to help out our teams as well as make sure they're following the rules. But while we're getting set, we'll introduce our teams. And I'll find the right spot to stand. On the Red Alliance here on the Google field, we have the team of 1570M, Lions Main Attraction from the Myra. Their alliance partner is 44036C, Robot Winnicott. Maybe I'll stand up here. Ryan won't mind if I stand here. Taller? I don't know. On the Blue Alliance, we have the team, both from North Fond du Lac, of 1032Z, Mac Attack. And 1032M, Flying Flapjacks. All right. Technology has been solved. Thank you, Ryan. I've got it if you want, Ryan. 1032Z is looking to get things going. All right. Almost ready. Making sure we're set. Robots have to be touching that parking barrier before we start the match. Preloads into the robots on all sides.
All teams on this field, quick reminder, these fields are raised very technical. Please be very careful that your corners are not going into the field and that your arms are not going into the field. I don't want to see your arm inside of a robot. Yes, T-Rex arms.
Take a step back if we need to. That always helps.
Keep them back from the field.
I do it too. Look at me. All right. Are we ready? Blue is now ready. Red is now ready. We're starting match number 1. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. We've got 2 robots in motion. 1570M intaking a few blocks there, making the turn. It looks like they're just off the mark, unfortunately, not getting those blocks into the long goal here on the far side of the field. Autonomous is a tie. We're going to start driver control in 3, 2, 1. 1570M getting in front of their alliance partner just a little bit, but they're now playing a little defense against the Blue Alliance with 1032, one of those two 1032Z team, 1032Z, little defense being played up against them. 1032M in taking some blocks. Meanwhile, 1570M coming under the goal. Nice short robot. They can get under that long goal. Gives them a competitive advantage for maneuverability. And 1032M scoring a few blocks in the long, or in the center goal on the top there. We've got a good red advantage going in here into the last minute and 10 seconds of the match. I've got 1032M over by me, looking to intake some blocks. Looks like they're loaded up with at least two blocks. I'm getting a third maybe in there. 1570M across the way on the audience side of the field was looking to score on one side, but now they're going to come over, play a little defense on 1032M, pushing with the back of that robot, using the back, not the front. Always a good strategy. It protects those intakes, and they're able to score now a couple of red blocks here on the long goal on the far side of the field. Trying to make that sweep in motion, get just maybe a little tap there from 44036. A little interference, a little friendly fire, but they're able to come back in here now and try and make that sweeping motion. They get their arm in and do now move that red block into that center control section, taking that control bonus. Parking now protected at the 20-second buzzer. Those blue and red zones cannot be touched by the opposing alliance. 1032Z is looking to try and get their robot in. They're having a little control difficulty, but they might be able to get it beached in there. 44036E was looking to make the park, but instead they defer to 1570M main attraction, making that park in the last 5 seconds. And the match is winding down. No more action. Great match to start off the middle school VEX V5 state championship here at the Resh Expo. Of course, it is about supper time, so if you're hungry, the Resh Expo does have a variety of concessions. Make sure you take advantage of that. As well, in the back of the expo by the pits, we have Inferno Subs and Tom's Traveling Coffee. They've got some nice treats for you back there as well. Results of qualification match number 1 are in. The team of 1570M. Oh, that just cuts out on me right away. I'll look down here instead. 1570M 44036C take the match 71-5. And that's our first match. Coming up here on qualification match number 2. On the Red Alliance, we have from Sturgeon Bay 66083A, Viva the Clanker. And from Milton 97514A, Revenge of the Nerds, I believe that one is. I'm going to have to turn this sideways. On the Blue Alliance, we have 44036A, the Aluminum Acorn from Winneconne. And 4848A, Team Green from Lena. Our Blue Alliance is ready. Our Red Alliance is ready. But before we start,
Quick reminder to all teams on the field. These fields are arranged actually at arm level. Make sure you stay set back. Your cables do not go into the field, and your arms don't go into the field. We don't want to see arms inside of robots.
All right, we're ready to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All 4 robots making some movements here. (97514A) was looking to get an intake, but unfortunately just not getting inside the robot there. That is a tie. It looks like 66083A could have crossed, but they did not. Our head referee right on the mark there. So driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. And now in this driver control period, let's see who can make the first score of this match. Qualification match number 2 on the Google field. It looks like we've got 97514A. Nope, it's almost simultaneously crossed the field. Both the red and blue alliance, Team Green on the blue alliance, scoring into that long goal on the audience side of the field. Looks like we have a possibly slightly bent or broken intake there, but maybe not. Maybe that's part of the design on 97514A. 4848A trying to get those blocks out of their loading station. And now they do get those blocks in. Now they're trying to line on the long goal. And they do one block in, trying to push some more in. One pops off the top, but they're now able to take control of that center section and push all the red blocks out. A full controlled and only blue long goal on the audience side of the field. Over here on the corner on the far side of the field, a little defense played by 44036A up against 97514A. A little pinning, and that arm in the air means the pin has not stopped yet as far as calling it if they continue to pin. This year, it is a 3-second rule, 3 second on the pinning, and the robot does have to move 1 tile away for at least 5 seconds before that timer restarts. With 20 seconds, 15 seconds remaining, our parking zones are protected. 4848A able to score some more blue blocks on the long goal on the far side of the field. With 5 seconds remaining, 4848A maybe looking to see if they can grab a few more blocks, but time expires. Results from qualification match 2. The Blue Alliance, 44036A and 4848A, take the match. Setting up for qualification match number 3 on the Google field. On the Red Alliance, we have 53932B Air 404 Pirates Not Found from Fall River. And their alliance partner is 66083B Jurassic Spark from Sturgeon Bay. The Blue Alliance is a Winneconne pairing. First is 44036E High VEX Expectations. And their alliance partner and sister team 44036D Last Circuit. Love the enthusiasm from the crowd. Keep up the energy on this later evening than we normally have. My microphone does not like me. And time. All right, with our instructions from our head referee, autonomous starting in 3, 2, 1. And both Winneconne teams here loading up some blocks. On the other side of the field, the Red Alliance 53932B just missed with a red block there. Time winding down, nobody moving. Blue takes the autonomous bonus. I missed that block, see? Took the wrong side of the field. All right, we've got driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. And now Winneconne with that autonomous bonus and that critical sometimes bonus that can determine a match. Starting off here, our Red Alliance going to try and come back from that early deficit. We've got a little bit of a push here over in the corner. But just as the pin starts, they back off right away. Good defensive driving there from 44036D. 44036E trying maybe to get back away from 53932B. 53932B working with their robot, maybe trying to make a score here. 6083B trying to line up for a score, but getting pushed on by 44036D, and now we might have a little robot entanglement there. Those robots will need to work together to get disentangled. And it looks like we have now gotten that disentanglement, and 66083B is able to get away. Still encountering that defense from 44036D. With one block scored and 30 seconds remaining, we'll see if our robots and our teams can make a few more points here. And our parking zones are now protected. Looks like we've got 44036E going for the park. Across the way from them, 53923B going for a park, and looks like they might have stuck it there. 5 seconds remaining. Can we get another block in with as the time comes down? One jumps in at the buzzer. And this might come down to the parks and that autonomous bonus. Both robots are parked. Might come down to that control bonus on the blue block in the bottom of that center goal. And from qualification match number 3, the Blue Alliance, a 30-11 victory. Getting ready for qualification match number 4 on the Google field. We have on the Red Alliance 1032N Technologic from North Fond du Lac and 44036B Human Robot Champions from Winneconne.
Red Alliance, you guys set? Blue Alliance, you guys set? Alright, I think this is the last match where we have teams that haven't been on the field yet, so a quick reminder to all teams. These fields are raised, so they are exactly at arm level. Please be like our T-Rex, keep your arms back into the field, make sure your cables don't go into the field. We don't want to see your arm inside of a robot. With that, we should be good.
All right, autonomous starting in 3, 2, 1. And as our autonomous period commences, we'll introduce the Blue Alliance 4082A Rocket Robots from Freedom and 99856C Cyclone from Greendale. Autonomous is a tie. The robot is touching that blue block, so it is not scored. The tie scored. We'll start driver control in 3, 2, 1. And now 1032N trying to get a block up into this goal. They do it successfully. On the opposite side of the field, 44036B trying to get an arm into the goal, and now they're pushing forward. Bucket hung up just a little bit there. They'll try and realign and get that across into that control zone. Just getting hung up a little bit. 4082A now loading their loading station with blue blocks and intaking them into their robot. And now quickly scoring. I think that's about 7 blocks into that long goal here on the far side of the field. Going back for more is 4082A. 99856C looking to get maybe 1 blue block. They're stuck up on one, but they get it into their intake and now push it out and do, in fact, get it into the bottom of the center goal. 4082A on the audience's side, popping a few more blue blocks into the goal. About 5 in there and give it a nice little tap, seeing if they can take control of the center section and getting that control bonus as 1032N pushing up against the bottom of that center goal and trying to take control by scoring more blocks in there than their opponent does. Control of our center goal is scored by who has the most blocks in each section. Each one is worth its own bonus, and so red takes the control bonus now on the bottom of that center goal. And we have 20 seconds left. Those parking zones are protected as 482A trying to push a few more blue blocks and solidify their control of the center of the long goal. 99856C maybe was trying to go for a park there, but no. And they do try and get in, but 4082A, nope, they defer now and push their rope to turn their partner in there, and I think they do, in fact, help their partner score. But on the other side of the field, 1032N looks like they've also parked. And so we may have a tie on that parking. Both robots did in fact get that parking bonus.
Everybody agree? You guys grab robots, reset the field.
And the results from qualification match number 4, the Blue Alliance takes the victory in match number 4 with a score of 66-37. Setting up for qualification match number 6 on the Google field, skipping qual 5 to allow for our team to compete tomorrow. On the Red Alliance, we have from North Fond du Lac, 1032N Technologic. And their alliance partner is 4848A Team Green from Lena. Our Blue Alliance is 1570M Lions Main Attraction from the Myra. And their alliance partner, 53932B Air 404 Pirates Not Found from Fall River. Over here, it's fun to listen. 1032 and 484A planning some strategy here, making sure they've got the right plan to go up against 1570M and 53932B. Love to see the teamwork between our team's opponents for the tournament, but partners for the match. And really, VEX Robotics, especially at our middle school level, all about the partnerships and the friendship and working together. Got a great community here of competitors.
Red Alliance, are you guys all set? Yes, we are. Blue Alliance, are you guys all set? Can you put your safety glasses down, please? Now you're set.
Controller. Hey, I was useful. Well, I appreciate that. All right, Nope. All right, we're ready for autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Five three nine three two B looked like they maybe were trying to score that preload, but not quite able to get it out. 4848A lined up here, and they do get one red block into the long goal. Red takes the autonomous bonus and driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. Now 1032N able to score 2 red blocks in the bottom of that center goal, and now encountering trying to play a low defense against 1570M and successfully seeming to push them away from that center goal and preventing them from scoring. 1570M trying to get away and evade that defense. This allows 4848A to score 4 red blocks in the long goal on the audience side of the field. 53932B doing a little wheelies. You got to make sure that they don't ride up on any robots as they do that. .48488 was trying to line up, but 1570M playing some heavy defense. A very fast robot and able to quickly get across and block them from scoring for the time, but now they are able to score those 3 red blocks into the long goal. 53932B is trying to de-score some of those red blocks with that arm. Not quite to get up and getting that defense from 1032M. They do get 1 red block pushed out. And as I'm not looking over here, 1570M able to push some blue blocks, taking control of this center section of the long goal on the far side of the field, and now pushing some red blocks across, trying to de-score them, but 1032M lining up maybe to push those back across. 1570M getting 1 blue block in, but then it falls out accidentally as they're trying to push it across. Parking is now protected at the 20-second mark. And 1032N looks like they have probably gotten that park here. Of course, we leave that for our referees to judge. Don't lean across the field there, please. 53932B. 1570M trying to make that last-minute score, but getting a defense there from 4848A as time expires. And from match 6, the Red Alliance, a 61-27 victory. Qualification match number 7 is setting up now on the Google field, and we'll introduce our teams on the Red Alliance. Number 8. So we're skipping again. Got it. If I had gotten down to Marshfield, I would have remembered maybe, but let's see. So we got to go. There we go.
1032M, can you switch which port that is plugged in?
All right, qualification match number 8. We'll try that again. On the Red Alliance, we have 1032M, the Flying Flapjacks from North Fond du Lac. And 44036C, Robob from Winneconne. On the Blue Alliance, we have 66083B, Jurassic Spark from Sturgeon Bay. And 44036B, Human Robot Champions from Winneconne. Everybody's ready. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. 1032M was off to a quick start. It seems like something maybe got hung up there. But over here on 44036B, a nice, slow, methodical move to pop that blue block into the long goal. And that is enough. Takes the autonomous bonus. Driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. And now Jurassic Spark drops one blue block in the top of that the center goal on the top there. And now maybe going to see if they can push it in just a little further. 1032M trying to push a red block into the bottom of the center goal. They didn't take it back in. Give it another try. 66083B, Jurassic Spark. They're loading up from the loading station. We're trying to, unfortunately, not able to get any into the robot. So 44036B over across the way, trying to get a few more blue blocks into the long goal. .1032M is lining up and drops another red block into the bottom of the center goal. And looks like they're trying to get one more, and they do drop that in there. Communication here on the Red Alliance, trying to help each other out, coach each other what strategy to employ next. Six 6083B trying to line up here and make a block into the long goal, and they feed it on in. That blue one pops across the way. Their alliance partner now going to try and make a sweeping move to get that across into that control section, but encountering defense from their sister team 44036C. 2 seconds left in 1032M trying. They may have balanced out on that parking barrier as time expired. Little chain there on the field across the way. Gonna guess that's a semi-important component of the robot. Usually it is. And a close match for qualification match number 8. The Blue Alliance with a 21-15 victory. That 10-point autonomous bonus making a big difference. Make sure you take your opportunity to get a picture with our Robosauruses. One up here at the competition fields, one in the back. They're fun. Robosaurus donates them for a fun little prop for free. They're a provider of various VEX Robotics parts, among other things. Nice cases, screws and spacers and all those sorts of things. Appreciate them sending those for the fun picture opportunities. Yes, and the really, really small ones are made of foam, and they usually become headless, unfortunately. And with that little cheerful anecdote, let's introduce our teams for qualification match number 9. On the Red Alliance, we have 44036D, Last Circuit from Winneconne. And 99856C, Cyclone from Greendale. The Blue Alliance is 97514A, Revenge of the Nerds from Milton. And 1032N, Technologic from North Fond du Lac. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Just a little bit off there from Last Circuit. And for Cyclone, the block just kind of pops out. 97514A was lined up, but just stops. And so we've got an autonomous tie. Driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. And 97514A trying to get into their loading station, while 1032N able to score one blue block in the long goal on the audience's side of the field.
Hands out of the field, please.
Cyclone here is lining up to score some red blocks in the bottom of the center goal. They pop one on the top. That will not count for any points, unfortunately, but it gets some style, so we'll give them that, and it stays on for the rest of the match. Across the way here, 97514A able to drop couple blue blocks into the long goal. They're trying to line up now their arm to see if they can sweep those in. They're just getting hung up a little bit on that goal. So they're going to go back to their loading station, 99856C, approaching the long goal on the far side of the field and feeding up the red block. One pops out of their intake, another one drops down. They're going to go back, see if they can get those back in there and try again. 1032N pushing up against the 2 red robots. A powerful robot pushing 2 red across the field. Getting a brief pinning call. Pinning 2 robots at one time is a bit of an accomplishment, although it is a dangerous one. And now 2 more red blocks in the bottom of that center goal. A solid control for the Red Alliance. With 15 seconds remaining, those parking zones were protected. And the red robot getting dangerously close to that blue parking zone. Looks like we do have a park from 1032N at the end of the match. Another close match. We do have a 23-22 win by the Red Alliance. We did have 1 DQ on that match due to, I believe, touching the opposing alliance's parking barrier inside the 20-second protected period. We're set up for qualification match number 10 on the Google field. On the Red Alliance, we have 4082A Rocket Robots from Freedom and 1032M Flying Flapjacks from North Fond du Lac. The Blue Alliance is a Winneconne pairing 44036B Human Robot Champions and 44036E High Expectations. There's that Winneconne cheering we've come to know and love here in the middle school division.
Blue Alliance, are you guys all set? Red Alliance, are you guys all set? Yes.
All right.
You guys are set.
Autonomous. Let's do that first. Starting in 3, 2, 1. I mean, it might be interesting to run Auton at the end, see what happens. 4082A has at least one block, but 44036E looks like they do have two blue blocks. Yep, as the time pops out.
That is a blue bonus, no win point.
Blue with the autonomous bonus and driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. 4082A trying to line up and getting some heavy defense there from the Human Robot Champions. So Rocket Robots cruises around and gets on the other side of that goal and able to score. 44036E scoring 2 blue blocks, 1 red there, but that's all right. 2-1. They've still scored more than they scored for their opponent. 4082A loading up some more red blocks into that loading station. 1032M trying to line up here to get 1 red block maybe into the bottom of that center goal. 44036E now loading up their loading station quickly and intaking them into the robot. Nicely done. A full robot ready to score. 4082A trying to get into that long goal, but again, that heavy defense from 1032M, the flying. I'm sorry, that's not them, that's 44036B. Another chain on the field for this match. A little D score there from the Blue Alliance and a nice little push. And of those blue blocks from 44036E taking control of that center section for the Blue Alliance. Parking zones protected in 2, 1. And parking 44036E D scoring a few. We've got an entanglement. We've got a rubber band entanglement. That is one strong rubber band or whatever we got going there, because that is just not letting go. Oh, and they pull the robot over trying to disentangle. 44036E having a park. 1032M also looks like they've parked. Not sure if that's a rubber band or like one of those pieces of like nylon cord, but if it's a rubber band, that's like the world's strongest rubber band. Results from qualification match number 10. The Blue Alliance with the 46-14 victory. We'll find the rubber band manufacturer and let them know that they can use this for advertising with the appropriate royalties. I see Mike over there at the queuing station with some French fries. Just a reminder, the Rush Expo does have concessions available outside of the Expo Hall. And of course, Inferno Subs and Tom's Traveling Coffee at the back of the Expo Hall. If that feeds your cravings more than one or the other, make sure you participate and patronize our concession vendors. Oh, I know they'd appreciate it, as I would if my mic didn't cut out. If it comes to me yelling really loudly, it's going to be a lot less exciting commentary. And once again on the Google field, we have qualification match number 11. Our team's the Red Alliance. Again, I'm going to go over here. I keep going to the wrong side. 1570M, Lions main attraction from the Myra. Their alliance partner is 660. Apparently this is the wrong side too. 66083A, Viva La Clanker from Sturgeon Bay. On the Blue Alliance, we have 97514A, Revenge of the Nerds from Milton. And their alliance partner, 66083B, Jurassic Spark from Sturgeon Bay. Pardon me? Our team's getting their final setup going here. Making sure the program is running, the right thing is going. Yeah.
All right. Did you announce the teams?
I announced them already, yeah.
All right. All right, I took over from Mr. Navin for a match. Just one match. Just saying, one match. All right, are we ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance, are you ready? Refs?
I'm ready.
Hello? Oh, okay. Qualification match number 11 starts in 3, 2, 1, go. 1570M was one of my favorite robots I saw from middle school when I was, before the matches started, I was looking at all the robots, and I really liked their design. They're one of the only C robots in the competition, middle school and high school combined. It's a tie. Okay. Driver control in 2, 1, go. Sorry about that. 1570M scores on the bottom zone. The Blue Alliance scored in the middle, but 1570M looks like they're trying to de-score that middle one. Blues did a big match load and trying to score all those match loads. 1570M picking up a lot of the blocks on the field. Looks like they're trying to do a big score, lining up for a perfect alignment. 1570M looks like they're trying to get a big control zone, and they do. So right now it's 2-1 red favor. Now 3-1 red favor. Sorry about that. 1570M looks like a big match load. 1570M going on the other long goal, see if they can get the control zone. 2 blocks scored. Going with their hook design, and they do a big score. It's 3 controls red and 1 neutral. Now it's red. Big D score from red. 1570M does a score. A lot of communication from red. That 1570M robot right now looks like a very hard scoring, very reliable robot in middle school. That's what you need in middle school, is reliability, for sure. And they go for a park, and can they get it successfully? And I think they did.
Blue, you cannot touch them.
All right, there was a lot of screaming at the end of that match. Looks like red got that handily, though.
Results from qualification match number 11. The Red Alliance with a nice win, 71-19. Setting up for qualification match number 12 on the Google field. Our red alliance is 1032Z Mac Attack from North Fond du Lac. Well, that rhymes. That's fun. All right. And their alliance partner is 53932B Air 404 Pirates Not Found from Fall River. On the Blue Alliance, another Winneconne pairing. Our teams are 44036C Robob and 44036A the Aluminum Acorn. I'm going to stand up here and feel cool for this match because Ryan doesn't want his stand. So, but if I get on the top, I don't have the best balance, so maybe I shouldn't go for the top step. Anyway, I suppose you want to start the match, Ryan. All right, autonomous starting in 3, 2. Autonomous is a tie. We'll start driver control in 3, 2, 1. Looks like 1032Z unfortunately having some control difficulties. And 44036A comes across there. 53932B maybe trying to give him a tap. 1032Z, maybe the controller is dead, something like that. Unfortunately not able to get the robot functional at this time. So we'll leave it for Air 404, Pirates Not Found. We'll see if they can successfully defend this Winneconne alliance. 44036A able, no, unfortunately, just missing that blue block in the bottom of that center goal. They bring that blue block back in and going to line up again for the score. Looks like maybe we have some entanglement there, yes, between 44036C. And now they are able to get free. 44036A driving into the bottom of that long goal. 44036C trying to line up for the bottom of that center goal. See if they can get that blue block out. There's a little bit of banging and bashing over there on the audience's side of the field. 44036A pushing up against the red robot. A little pinning being called there. Releasing it just at the 3 mark. But 53932B able to get that red block in the bottom of that center goal. Even despite that heavy defense from Winneconne. And now our parking zones are protected with 20 seconds remaining. And Winneconne able to score 1 blue block in the bottom of that center goal, making that goal, I believe, an equal score right now. 44036A going for the park. 53932B also going for park with 2 seconds remaining. Can they get in? We will see how this scores, but that was looks like to be a very close match. Ryan wants his ladder now. Results from qualification match number 12. As expected,
A tie, 8-8 for the Blue and the Red Alliance. Hey, I found batteries, so unfortunately you're stuck with me again. Results from qualification match number 14. The Blue Alliance with the 26-21 victory. For qualification match number 15, introducing our Red Alliance. They are 4082A Rocket Robots from Freedom. And their alliance partner is 66083B Jurassic Spark from Sturgeon Bay. On the Blue Alliance, our teams are 99856C Cyclone from Greendale and 1032Z Mac Attack from North Fond du Lac. I'm going to say it that way every time now. All right, everybody's ready? Blue is ready. Red is ready. Ref is ready. I'm sort of ready. So autonomous in 3, 2, 1. 4082A intaking 3 red blocks along with their preload, dropping 3 into the long goal on the audience side of the field. 99856C popping one out onto the field. No score there. Red takes the autonomous bonus and will start driver control in 3, 2, 1. As Miles scurries right by in the background, 4082A loading up some more red blocks in their loading station. 32Z picking up some blue blocks off of the field. 4082 is lined up and going to see if they can score a few more red blocks and maybe take that control bonus, and it looks like they have been successful with a nice little push, getting those right into the goal. Cyclone is trying to get that blue block in to their robot. They do, but it pops back out on them. 4082A, about 5 more red blocks into the long goal, and to add a 6th one there with a little push. (1032Z) cruising across the field, maybe see if they can get a blue block here. We've got on the bottom of the center goal 1 red and 1 blue, so that is an even score on that goal for the time being. 4082A right in front of me here, a few more red blocks, about 4 into the goal and pushing it in. A little taparoo there. 99856C pushing another blue block and taking that control bonus on the bottom of that center goal. Parking zones will be protected in 1, and there is the bell for the parking zone protection. Jurassic Spark looks like they've easily parked into their parking station. 4082A trying to get a red block into the bottom of that center goal, but getting a little defense there from 99856C. 4082A maybe seeing if they can coordinate for a double park, but they've decided not to do so. 99856C seeing if they can get a park at the last second. Coming over here to check out our Red Alliance. Looks like they have successfully made the elusive double park, is what I'm told. All they have to do is make sure that the robot is not touching anything outside of the field. And by being balanced up on that block, they've done so.
Good job, guys. First double park of the competition.
And the results from qualification match number 15, a very handy 120-12 win for the Red Alliance, with that double park adding to that score. Nicely done. Moving past qualification 16 and on to qualification match number 17. Here on the Google field, we have our Red Alliance. Hey, it's a Winneconne pairing. We have the teams of 44036D, Last Circuit, and 44036A, the Aluminum Acorn. And across the way from them on the Blue Alliance, another Winneconne team, 44036B, Human Robot Champions. And their alliance partner, 1570M, Lions Main Attraction from the Myra. We have a bold prediction from our head referee. A Winneconne team will, in fact, be one of the winners of this match. We're collecting parts. Or no, we've got an aluminum acorn over there. Cassie, the recipient of a nice little memento from the aluminum acorns. Oh. Acorns all around. Oh no. Can I balance an acorn on my hat for the entire match? No, not even for a second. Ryan with much more skill than I possibly could demonstrate here. Oh, down it goes. Hold on. I have a convenient, oh, cheapers crumb. I'll find my acorn later. It went there somewhere. I'll get it. I'm trying to, be clever, and it's just not working out, which I should expect. Right. And now all the robots, peoples here are trying to find ways to attach our acorns to various paraphernalia. Are we ready for our match, Ryan? Red Alliance is ready? Everybody's ready. Let's start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Looks like, unfortunately, 1570M got kind of stuck up there, maybe the wrong program for a moment. Almost at the last moment with a blue block. Autonomous is a tie. We'll start driver control in 3, 2, 1. 44036B now able to get that blue block into the long goal on the far side of the field to start the match off with our first points. 1570M is lining up on the long goal and quickly able to deposit 4 blue blocks into that goal, taking that little arm, seeing if they can get lined up to sweep them in. A little defense from 44036D, but then 1570M able to get past that and take solid control of the center of that long goal. The aluminum acorn here has one blue, one red, but they spit that blue one out. They don't want that thing. They're going to see if they can get a few more red blocks, maybe. A little pinning from their sister team across the way, the Human Robot Champions. They move across quickly, and off of that, 1570M spinning off of 44036D. They're trying maybe to see if they can intake some blocks off the field. Nope, they're going to line up here on the far side and drop another block into the long goal. Fighting a little bit, maybe trying to get that blue block to feed up into the top of the robot. 44036A. Looks like they might be stuck somehow on the field. We'll have to see if they can maybe get then they're able to get free, it sounds like. See if they can get back into the match with 20 seconds remaining and those parking zones protected. 1570M is able to drop one more blue block in the top of that center goal. We've got 9 seconds remaining. 1570M quickly into the parking zone, sweeping out the blocks and solid in the center of that goal. 44036A spinning across the field at the last second. 44036D looks like they weren't quite able to get up into that parking zone. Results from qualification match number 17. The Blue Alliance with a 62-5 victory. On the Google field, we have qualification match number 18 coming up. Teams for our match on the Red Alliance are 44036E, Hive Expectations from Winneconne. Their alliance partner 97514A, Revenge of the Nerds from Milton. On the Blue Alliance, it's 1032N, Technologic, and their alliance partner 1032Z, Mac Attack. They're both from North Fond du Lac. I'm really having too much fun with that. I gotta stop.
Red Alliance, are you guys set? No, you are not. Two people don't have safety glasses on. Now you guys are set. Blue Alliance, you have safety glasses. We have a couple spare sets up by the. You know what I'm saying. Those are my words.
I do want an acorn.
Yeah.
Thank you. VEX Robotics, keeping eyeballs safe since 2000 something. All right, we're ready for autonomous.
Ready. We can start autonomous in
3, 2, 1, autonomous. (1032N) with a blue block in the long goal, but 44036E dropping 3 red blocks into the bottom of that center goal. But 97514A, do they have a chance? No, it doesn't look like they have a block in there. Red will take our autonomous bonus. Driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. The problem when you get me as an announcer is you get really bad jokes all the time. I apologize in advance, currently and in the future and in the past. 1032N pushing some blue blocks across the bottom of that center goal and taking that control bonus away from the Red Alliance. 44036E, they're lined up. Maybe, nope, they turn around. Maybe see if they can get some more blocks in or make a better position there on the long goal. See if they can score. Lined up now and see if they can get then 1 and 2 red blocks into that long goal. A little pushing match here between 1032N and 97514A. 1032Z struggling with that drivetrain. Just doesn't want to go in a straight line for them, unfortunately, but hopefully they can get that drivetrain fixed up here through the rest of these matches. 1032N is lined up and pushing one more blue block into the bottom of that center goal. 44036E, though, pushing one red block in. 1032N, though, protecting their advantage right now and preventing those blue blocks from sliding out of that bottom. And now see if they can push enough on that red, on the bottom of that center goal, and see if they can get that red block out. 44036E now quickly match loading a bunch of red blocks into their robot. They've got 6 in there with 20 seconds remaining. 15 seconds left. We'll see if we get any parking. 1032Z, maybe see if they can get that drivetrain. No, they give way to their partner 1032N. Red takes control of the bottom of that center goal with 3 seconds. Can they get into the parking zone? It looks like they do with 1032N. Maybe a park I can't see on the back. A nice, exciting finish to this match. Results from qualification match number 18. 48-11, the Red Alliance with a nice victory. Here on the Google field, we have a special visitor from the Fun Robotics Network on YouTube. Go ahead and check out his channel, taking some footage of our middle school Wisconsin State Championship here. So again, that's Fun Robotics Network on YouTube. Give them a follow, give them a subscribe, give them a like, all the good things there that you can do on the YouTube. for qualification match number 19 on the Google field. Our Red Alliance is 44036B, Human Robot Champions from Winneconne. Their alliance partner is 4082A, Rocket Robots from Freedom. The Blue Alliance, 1570M, Lions Main Attraction from the Myra. And their alliance partner is 4848A, Team Green from Lena. I believe our teams are ready. Everyone's ready. We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2, 1. And 4082A having some quick turnaround on the matches, but they are able to put 3 red blocks into the top of that long goal on the audience side of the field. 4848A lined up. They'll see if they can drop that blue block in. It does not feed out, unfortunately. Looks like we've got a red autonomous bonus, but we'll wait for our official ruling. As we know, I have no say in anything whatsoever. Red with the autonomous bonus and no win point, and driver control will start in 3, 2, 1. 4082A again getting some match loading in, but getting a big shove from 1570M, playing that heavy defense that they're capable of. A quick little maybe possible pause from a quick field disconnect, but we're back into the action as 4848A loading some blue blocks out of their loading station. 1570M looking to de-score some of those red blocks. They get 2 of them out. They push one of them into that center control section, but not quite over the line. That does not yet count for red control from my vantage point. But as we've observed, and as I've always said, I have no bearing on any rulings whatsoever. 4848A is trying to line up there. There looks like a bit of a traffic jam there between them and 44036B. 1570M is just playing heavy defense on 4082A. They are being their shadow, chasing them all across the field. We've got a blue block in the bottom of that center goal. That may be a decisive advantage going forward here as 45 seconds remain in the match. 4848A is trying to get out of that section between the long goal and the wall. Getting pushed up a little bit, and if they get pushed up against that goal, that does count for the pin. 4082A is lining up and de-scores that blue block out of the long goal. But across the way from them, 1570M pushing the blue block into the center of that control section. 4082A is lining up here and pushing 1 red block, trying to get that in there with 20 seconds remaining, and our parking zones are protected. 4082 is trying to go for that sweep maneuver, and they push the red block just into the line, but not quite far enough. We've got 8 seconds remaining in the match. 4082A going for that park. They've got 4 seconds remaining. 1570M looks like they are into that parking zone solidly as time expires. That is a very exciting match right there. One thing observing here on the red side, the red robot 4082A, not parked because the robot is touching the top of the field perimeter, so it does not count because they're being supported by that field perimeter. It does not count as a park. Blue did able to get into that parking zone. And so we have the results from qualification match number 19. Blue Alliance with a 33-16 hard-fought victory there.
Have your robots reset.
We have qualification match number 21 on the Google field. Blue Alliance is ready. Red Alliance is ready. We're just going to jump right into autonomous. Let's start it in 3, 2, 1. And as our autonomous period moves on, 1032M is the Flying Flapjacks from North Fond du Lac. Their partner is 440360 Last Circuit from Winneconne. On the Blue Alliance, it's 66083A Viva La Clanker. 53932B Air 404 Pirates Not Found from Fall River. Autonomous was a tie. Driver control starting in 3, 2, 1. Got some good communication here on the red side of the field between our teammates on the Winneconne side. And 1032M is looking to line up, and they do, in fact, get 3, 4 blocks into the bottom of that center goal, pushing the blue block out as well and descoring that, taking a red advantage here. But a minute 15 seconds left in the match. I'm going to need some caffeine tomorrow for sure. We'll need the coffee and the energy drinks and all the good stuff. 1032M looking maybe to line up here. Viva La Clanker is trying to get lined up, but just some slow and steady defense there from Last Circuit, pushing them off the mark. Air 404 Pirates Not Found, trying to drop that blue block in. They drop it, but it goes on top of the center goal. Unfortunately, not scoring a point for them there. Hey, they drop it down. Nice strategy there from 404 Pirates Not Found. Knocking it off the top and into the goal. Very nice. Love that. And now they're trying to get into the blue goal, but they get stuck, it looks like, up on that parking barrier. It's small, but it definitely gets in the way of these robots. With 5 seconds remaining, will we see another park? 1032M trying to make the attempt here. They're driving fast at the goal, but I'm not able to get in there with time at the end. The Red Alliance with the 23-16 victory in a close match. These matches are getting more exciting as the tournament wears on, but we only have one more match left tonight, and that's going to be qualification match 22, which will be coming to the field shortly. Qualification match Don't do that. That was bad. Qualification match number 22. On the Red Alliance, we have 1570M Lions main attraction from the Myra. And 44036A, the Aluminum Acorn from Winneconne. On the Blue Alliance, two Winneconne teams come to us. 44036C, Robob, and 44036E, High Expectations.
We can run autonomous without him. We'll continue afterwards. We can wait until he gets back to the driver.
Hey, safety glass is obtained. Red Alliance is ready. Blue Alliance is ready now. Thumbs up. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Main attraction not quite able to get that red block into the goal, but driving across the autonomous line. Because of red breaking the rule by crossing the autonomous line, blue takes the autonomous bonus, and driver control will start in 3, 2, 1. And 44036A is a very fast robot trying to get in the way of 44036C, allowing 1570M to get some blocks. But now their alliance partner was stuck up on some blocks, but they are able. Oh, I'm sorry, 44036E was stuck, and 1570M obviously done. And that is some good sportsmanship. 1570M taking their arm, looking to sweep into the goal. And they push, but just a little too far. 44036E trying to get their arm in and maybe de-score some of those red blocks, but they encounter defense from the Aluminum Acorn. 44036E now able to get that arm in and de-score two of those red blocks. 1570M zipping around the field and quickly scoring 1, 2, 3 red blocks into that long goal. Red getting close to a pinning violation and backing off in time. 44036E trying to intake those blue blocks from the loading station, and now they do. 44036A playing some defense. 1570M over on the other side of the field being unperturbed and able to take those red blocks, push them into the control section on the long goal. Parking zones protected in now. Parking zones are protected. 44036C is trying to get into their parking zone. It looks like they've got in there solidly. 1570M maybe trying to drop a red block into the bottom of that center goal, but 44036E trying to do the same, and they do, pushing in there. 1570M looks like they've solidly parked. 44036E trying to get one more block as time expires. And results from the last match of the night. The Red Alliance, 44-21, takes the match. All right, everybody, that is our last match of the evening. On the middle school side, we'll resume matches tomorrow at a time that I don't know right now. In the morning, yes, Cassie? Yep, I believe it will be in the morning. The afternoon or evening would be bad. Matches resume at 9 a.m. I believe the venue will open at 8. We'll see you tomorrow morning for the Middle School Wisconsin VEX Robotics State Championship.